So this is going to be a very quick section where I just go over how to set up the routes for our client-side blog and also set up the links in the header. So let's first start in our routes.js file and import all the components. So let's do import posts from ./blog/post since we're in the same directory, and try to chunk all the components that are similar the way I have set up here. So I have all the containers set up in one section and then all the functional components set up here. And the same thing we can do with our client-side blog, just have all the blogs in one section in the import statements. It makes your code much cleaner and easier to read. And now we can set up the routes. So let's set up our main forum with a path of /posts, and then we can just pass in the post component. Our show post will need to be dynamically routed. So we do /post/:PID, and then the component would be just show post. And same thing with our edit post. It needs to be dynamically routed. So we do edit post /:PID. And again, the PIDs can be the same because again, it doesn't matter what we use as a placeholder for what we want to route to. So /edit post will be /edit post /a number, and this will not conflict with our show post, will be /post /any number. So this is why we can do :PID for both edit post and show post. And finally, let's just do add post, which will be just /add post. So let's now add a link to the main forum in our header, and we'll only need the link to the main forum because everything else has its own routing in its own specific component. For example, our add post will be accessible through the main forum, which is why we don't need to add a link in the header. Our edit post component is accessible through the profile component, and our show post component is available by clicking on the title of a post. So therefore, we only need to add the link in the header for the main forum. And let's just go in our main forum and change the path from new post to add post, since add post sounds a little bit better and it's a more accurate description. And this is it. This is all we need to do to set up the routes and links in the header for our client-side blog.